Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coaches Show edition here on the Sync Talk podcast on the brand new Sync Sports Network. Brendan Beavers with you here, and we have another phenomenal coach, a first-year coach at a brand new school at Southern Guilford High School. I'm with Garrett Mills here, the new head football coach. Coach Mills, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely, man. Before we get started, congratulations on the job. You and I go back a couple years when you first got your job at Walkertown. But for the audience that doesn't know, that will be tuning into this on YouTube, just kind of talk a little bit about yourself and how you got to Southern Guilford.
Yeah, man. So, again, I appreciate you having me on. It's been great talking about, you a little bit. You do a phenomenal job, and I'm glad that you and I could develop a relationship. I think you do some great things, for kids. And so I appreciate all that. But I met you my first year at Walkertown. I was there for 2 seasons. We had a very talented group my first year there. Did a really good job there. So, and then, last year we were very young, but I think the guys, did a really good job in asking, doing what I asked them, and they battled. And one thing that I'm proud of is those guys never quit. So I'm blessed to have that opportunity, to get my first head coaching job at Walkertown High School. Before that, I was at Page High School. I worked under Doug Robertson, and then I was at Thomasville before that, and then at Forest Hills High School before that. So I've been blessed to have the opportunity to be at some premier high schools in the state of North Carolina. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Talking about the transition to Southern Guilford, you got the job earlier this year. What drew you to Southern Guilford?
Mainly, man, just when I researched them, I did a little bit of research when I was at Page on them, in Guilford County, and they've always intrigued me. I love the demographic of kids that they have. Those are definitely the type of kids that I love to work with. And when I was at Walkertown, just seeing, I've thought that, from knowing people in the county, asking questions and then doing my own research, I feel that there's a lot of potential at Southern Guilford. And I'm just excited, to get to work with those guys. And I'm excited about the staff that we have coming in, man. Like we have an excellent staff that's coming in. So I can't wait to get to work with them. And Coach Brown that's at Grimsley right now, he did a fantastic job. I think Coach Baser was there, done a good job. So Coach Bradley, did well there. So I think it's a spot, man, where if we bring discipline and just teaching those guys how to win, I think it can be special. So I'm freaking thrilled to get the opportunity to get it back where it's supposed to be.
Absolutely, Coach. So let's dive a little bit about the season last year for Southern Guilford. An unfortunate winless season in a tough mid-state 3A. You in conference right now, you have teams such as Dudley, who has been in state championship contention every single year in the past 5 to 6 years. Some other schools as well as Eastern Guilford, which is a Guilford County rival. Rockingham County, who was also one of their best seasons in years prior. Northeast Guilford as well had a 7-win season, and you have Ben L. Smith at High Point Central as well. Kind of talk to me a little bit. What going into this season. Obviously you want to improve vastly. And it's never to say that a team's goal is to bounce back and win a conference championship. But with a team so young that you have bringing in this season, what are some of the goals and stuff that you have coming up this season?
Yeah, we are extremely young, and that's another thing that drew me to it, because I think it's an opportunity to kind of lay a foundation where I can build it. Us a brand. There's only one coach staff last year that's going to be with us this year. So it's literally we're coming in, laying that foundation from scratch and just rolling. So very excited about that. I think this conference is very, very well coached. I mean, it's a great conference. With Coach Rob going to Rockingham now. You got Coach Davis at Dudley. You got Coach Baggermary at Eastern. You got Coach Lash at Smith. You got now Coach Stevenson that's coming to Northeast. It's like, my goodness, it's a really good conference. So I'm excited, man, just to go out there and compete versus the best. I love doing that and seeing where we lay. I think with our guys right now is just teaching them how to do the little things. So just what are their daily habits that they're doing? Are they doing the right things? I'm big on accountability, responsibility. It starts with are they showing up to class on time? Like those are the little things that we're doing right. Are we handling our day to day in school? Can you do that? All right, and that's going to lead out onto the field, showing up to practice on time, just showing up every day, creating those winning habits. So that's kind of where I'm starting right now. Not seeing any of those guys really do anything now. We have a really great group, and they've been coming on themselves and leading like 7-on-7s on Friday mornings by themselves, which I love seeing. Just seeing how hungry they are. But we're just going to take what are we doing to get better every single day, chipping away, and then we're not going to worry about the overall thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get that figured out and take it day by day and get better.
Absolutely. So you mentioned about getting the chance to work out with these kids, and you're very active on social media, and obviously I do take a lot of credit, or I do take a lot of great positive note when it comes to coaches posting on social media, trying to give the kids exposure. Take a look at some of the kids that you've worked out with, and looked at so far. Is there some kids that stand out to you so far that you can name?
Man, yeah, there is. We got some guys that have not played, and it just blows my mind because there's guys in the school, and it's just kids want to be loved up, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to develop those relationships. There's a guy at running back, and he just jumped. He's had a fantastic week in the weight room this week in Max House. A freshman, Alex Anderson, doing a phenomenal job. Doing really good things leadership wise. I am thrilled to have him, and I think he's going to be amazing for the next 3 years. Quite honestly, I'm gonna say a lot of freshmen here. R.J. Scott, he's doing a really good job in the weight room. These guys are growing a lot. He's going to be good for us. I thought, never mind. Yeah, he's going to be good. Amir Tibbs is a young guy, young defensive lineman, offensive lineman. He's a freshman. He's one of our strongest kids right now in our program as a freshman. So he's doing a great job. Caleb Lottlear has had a great week, another freshman. I mean, like the group of freshmen that I have are doing an outstanding job. We got another kid who will be a senior. His name is Justin Bryant. He is going to be. He's probably going to be a very good defensive lineman for us. I'm really excited. He hadn't played at all, but he's going to be a brute in there, and he's going to work very well in our system. So I'm, very excited to watch what he does. Tayshawn Trapp, he's another guy, very good athlete. I think he's going to do a really good job for us. And then we've had a guy come over from Southeast Guilford. His name is Travis. He can fly. So he's got that 4A experience. But I'm looking. He's gonna be very explosive for us on offense and defense. I don't love to see him come off the field. So I'm excited about those guys. And then lineman wise, man, we're just trying to find the right five. Isaiah Lee has done a good job for us. He started every game last year. He'll be a senior this year, so I'm looking for his leadership. And then Chris Yance is doing a really good job. Now, he took the year off last year, but he's going to be back. And they're doing a really good job in the weight room as well. There'll be two seniors that'll lead us up front. So
Absolutely, coach. Sounds like a lot of good potential coming through
yeah,
when you get a big freshman class. Coach, I
yeah,
want to close right here with this final question. You know, your resume shows being with the big top programs like 1A through 4A.
yeah,
Those past two seasons of Walkertown, you led the team your first year to an 8 or 9 win season and had great opportunities, great potential in the conference. Came up short to the Reedsville team that went on to the state championship that year. You know, and then your second year, you know, you lost a lot of your key players due to the unfortunate transfer portal in Forsyth County. But however, you took a young team and was able to be a scrappy football team. Like I even saw it for Midnight Madness, you know. So the thing that I wanted to ask is, you know, with Southern Guilford and the people watching and the audience and the players and stuff, you know, it's not going to be an immediate success. I mean, it could be. You never know what happens. It's high school football, you know, but
mm-hmm.
like the goal is to get, you know, that first win, especially having none last year. So what would you say your overall message is to the Storm family and to like the Southern Guilford athletes about coming into the season, especially, you know, going to work so early?
Um, Basically, man, like, you know, the change is coming, and we're coming. You know, the hard work is going to be there. You know, the love and leadership, togetherness is going to be there. You know, our guys are gonna fight together. We're gonna fight for 48 minutes. You're gonna see a ball team that's not gonna quit. That is one thing. That's what makes me proud about my teams. Walkertown last year, man, we went away from making the playoffs. You know, a very young team. You know, we beat West Oaks last year, and we're in. So you're gonna see, and I felt, you know, out of that team, man, those guys did not quit. You know, that's one thing that you're going to see from us this year at Southern, man. We're not going to quit. We're going to show up every single day. All right. We're going to have that blue collar mentality. And we're going to go to work, and, you know, we're going to make strides to get better every day. So hopefully we're playing our best ball week 10, week 11. That's always our plan. You know, every day we come out, we find something to get better at. So, you know, we're going to be led by our defense. You're going to see 11 hats to the ball, playing with maximum effort everywhere. And then, you know, I want guys, I don't want robots, man. I want you having fun. Be yourself, go out, have fun. Let's go bust some heads. I mean, you know that about me. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? We want to do things, man. I want them to have fun like we did the Midnight Madness and all that stuff. You bring up social media. You know, I think that's huge. You know, I want them to have fun while we're doing it, because we are going to work hard, you know. So we put that work in, and we have fun doing it. So,
absolutely, guys. Once again, here on the Coaches Show edition of the St. Talk podcast, I'm with Garrett Mills of Southern Guilford High School. Coach Mills, it's always a pleasure to see you and talk to you. Looking forward to come seeing y'all in the spring, see how the first year team of a new era is looking, and some stuff in the summer, and definitely catch you in a couple of games this season, Coach.
yeah, man, thank you so much for having us. I appreciate everything you do.
Awesome. Thank you, man.